Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 16.2C. I've entitled this video Modern Times in South Asia. This video is going to cover pages 501 to 503. Modern South Asia. Since their early history, South Asians have been no strangers to conflict. Then, beginning in the late 1800s, a combination of internal and external factors led to great changes in the region. The British in South Asia. Beginning in the 1500s, European countries used improved ships and maps in exploration. In the 1600s, British traders established settlements in India. With the decline of the Mughal Empire, the traders became a powerful presence in South Asia. The British were especially interested in textiles, timber, and tea. Question number 1. What two things helped European countries improve exploration during the 1500s? Improve ships and improve maps when they went to explore. Question 2. What European country established settlements in India in the 1600s? Britain. Number 3. What were the 3 T's that Britain was interested in acquiring from India at that time in history? Textiles, meaning clothes, timber, and tea. After a bloody rebellion in northern India in 1857, the British government took direct control of most of South Asia. They ruled over what is today India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. The British used the name India to refer to the entire area. By this time, India was a British colony rather than a trading partner. Although the British built railways, schools, and ports, Indians resented a foreign presence in their land. In the late 1800s, an independence movement began. Question number 4. In 1857, Britain took over the land they called India. What 3 modern countries would that land include today? Well, of course, India, but also Pakistan and Bangladesh. Number 5. How did Britain treat India during the 1800s? They treated them not like a trading partner, they treated them like a colony, much like we were treated in our history. Question 6. What positive things did Britain bring to India? Well, they did bring trade, but they also built railways, they built schools, and they built ports. Question 7. Even though Britain did positive things in India, why were Indians growing increasingly resentful of Britain at that time? Well, for the same reason that we declared our independence from Britain, they didn't like the fact that this foreign presence was in their land. So they wanted to be free. Question 8, and that leads us to this. What movement began to build in India in the late 1800s? The independence movement. Achieving independence. In 1885, less than 30 years after the rebellion of 1857, Indian supporters of independence formed the Indian National Congress, pictured bottom left. The British, however, were reluctant to give up the Raj, as their imperialist rule of India was called. The Congress responded by endorsing a boycott. A boycott means refusing to buy or use certain goods. In this case, Indians refused to buy imported British goods. Question number 9. What was the goal of the Indian National Congress? To support the movement for independence. Question number 10. The Indian National Congress endorsed a boycott at that time. What is a boycott? A boycott is a refusal to buy or use certain goods as a way to protest against a company, or in this case, a country. In the early 1900s, 2 members of the Congress became leaders. The first was Mohandas K. Gandhi. Often called Mahatma, which means great soul, Gandhi studied law. He practiced law in South Africa, where the racist policies shocked and angered him. He returned to India determined to fight for independence from the British. Question number 11. Which famous leader emerged in the early 1900s to fight for Indian independence from Britain? Mahatma or Mohandas Gandhi? Gandhi was deeply opposed to violence. His most powerful weapon against British rule was civil disobedience, or non-violent resistance. He was joined by a younger leader, Jawaharlal Nehru. Also trained as a lawyer, Nehru was the son of one of the original leaders of the Congress. Gandhi and Nehru finally succeeded in persuading the British to leave South Asia and surrender colonial rule. India became independent in August 1947. Conflicts between Hindus and Muslims, however, divided the subcontinent. Question number 12. Gandhi wanted to win independence for India, but what did he want to avoid to make it happen? He wanted to avoid violence, which leads us to question 13. What does the phrase civil disobedience mean? It means the active refusal to obey certain laws, demands, and commands of a government in non-violent ways. Question 14. Which young lawyer, who would become India's first prime minister, assisted Gandhi in fighting for India's independence? Jawaharlal Nehru. And I know I butchered that first name. Jawaharlal Nehru. That's a tough one. Question 15. What happened to India in 1947? They did become independent. Question 16. Even though India won its independence, why was the subcontinent divided? It was divided by religious ways. The conflicts between the Hindus and the Muslims led to conflict. India and Pakistan. Since Mughal times, South Asia had been troubled by religious and cultural divisions between Hindus and Muslims. In 1947, as part of the independence settlement, the British negotiated a division of the subcontinent. Two countries were created, India, which was mainly Hindu, and Pakistan, which was mainly Muslim. To complicate matters, by looking at the map you can see this, Pakistan was divided into western and eastern sections. In the 1970s, East Pakistan achieved independence after a civil war and became the country of Bangladesh. Question number 17. When Britain agreed to leave in 1947, Britain divided India into two separate countries. What were these two countries? You had the biggest part, which is India, but then you also had Pakistan, which was combined of both West Pakistan and East Pakistan. Question 18. Which was the main religion of India in 1947? India was mainly Hindu. Question 19. What was the main religion of Pakistan in 1947? They were mainly Muslim. Question 20. Which country did East Pakistan become in the 1970s? The country of Bangladesh. Tensions between India and Pakistan did not die down. The two countries had fought several wars and are involved in a dispute over the region of Kashmir, located in the Himalaya and Karakoram mountain ranges. And you can see here's that region that they are bickering over. In the late 1990s, both countries developed nuclear weapons. Because of this nuclear proliferation, or the spread of enormously powerful atomic weapons, conflict between the two countries could prove dangerous. Question 21. What region did India and Pakistan dispute and fight over in modern times? The region of Kashmir, right here. Question 22. In the 1990s, what powerful weapons did both India and Pakistan develop? Nuclear weapons. In question 23, what does the phrase nuclear proliferation mean? It means the spread of enormously powerful weapons, atomic weapons in this case. And as you can see on this map, we were the first. We developed the atomic bomb, and then Russia was next. And then over the course of time, the UK or Britain has acquired it. So it's France, Israel, North Korea, China, India, and Pakistan. So that is what we call nuclear proliferation. More countries now have nuclear weapons than ever before. Well, thank you so much for watching. Before we go, because we have been talking about nuclear proliferation, I thought this would be a good Far Side cartoon to close with. There's no caption, but take a look at the picture, and I think you get the idea. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.